Oh boy, here we go again. Trudging through this dreadful weather. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when they come for you? Trudging through this dreadful weather. It really stinks. Yo, yo, yo. That's my doggy. That's the doggy. Ah, no. Eating junk off the ground. Come on. Dog's gonna get a bellyache. And then he belly aches to me. Yo, yo, yo. Nighttime out there walking with my dog. Of course it's raining. What else is new in Pennsylvania? Seems like it rains more than not. Rains more than it doesn't around here. Oh my goodness gracious, it's raining again. But I have to. I must take the baby around the lake at least one more time before we call it the night in this terrific rainy evening. Yo, 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 Richard keeping it real over here. How's it going, world? How's the world treating you all? Treating you okay out there? Just walking the dog, doing my thing. Nighttime walk, dodging the raindrops, looking out for the bear, keeping an eye on, looking for the deer. They're fun to look at, but hopefully no snakes or bear. Haven't seen one yet this year. I am in the middle of the woods though. I got one on my security camera like a week ago, but it knocked over my trash can. And then when I was driving down to the supermarket, oh, thank you for the like, whoever that was. When I was driving down the supermarket, all the trash cans were knocked over. And I couldn't put two and two together. But then when I finally checked my security camera, a big old black bear walked right past my house. Can you believe that? Yeah, that's what you get when you live in the Poconos. It's common. More or less common when you live in the Poconos. And just chilling. Sorry you gotta look at the dog's butt. Here, I'll show you my face for a second. There's Richard's face. Hi, how you doing? Just walking my dog in the Poconos. Nothing new. Same old, same old. Thank you for the like. I tried a couple things today until it started raining. And then just sat around and watched some TV. I was watching this one show. If you mix iodine crystals with ammonia, you let the slurry dry, and when it dries, it turns into a super sensitive explosive that will literally explode. You could touch it with a feather, and it will explode. So the daredevil that I am, I'm thinking about trying it. Iodine crystals and ammonia. You grind the iodine crystals up in a mortar and pestle, and then you put like 1 gram of iodine crystals, 3 milliliters of pure ammonia. You mix it up into a slurry, and when the slurry dries, it's extremely, extremely shock sensitive. The guy on the TV was setting it off with a feather, a bird feather. He was touching the dried composition with a bird feather, and it made a violent explosion. So that's kind of right up my alley, Richard and his explosions. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, man? Just chilling out here with my doggy in the Poconos on this rainy night, making the best of it. I was also studying some more of my old firework books, and I'm going to whip up some decent fireworks, and I'm going to show you all how to make fireworks. I'm going to do this on the weekends, though, and I'm going to schedule my live streams ahead of time with a description. So if you're interested in rockets, say on one Saturday, I'll have that ready there. Or if you're interested in spinners, I'll have that on another weekend, because that's when everybody's out of school and out of work on the weekends, and that's when it seems like most people are interested. Yo, yo, yo. It's not fun walking around in the rain, but I do it for you guys because I love you. You're all very important to me. Well, I really do it for the dog. You know? It was so cute last night. The little sucker slept with me, and he took up the side of the bed near the television set. So I set the remote control right on top of his fat stomach, and I was flicking the channels whenever I needed the remote control. Yo, Bus, get it. Stale, where you live? This late, man. Well, Bus, get it. You know where I live. I live in the Poconos, man. There's nobody out here but me and the wildlife, my man. Me, where the buffalo roam. Well, no buffalo. Where the deer and the antelope play. You know, Bust. I show you pictures of them beady eyeballs of the deer. They usually congregate near my house. Them suckers. The damn deer. And then my dog chases after him and yanks the leash out of my hand. Well, what I do, my friend, you ask me why I'm up so late. Right before I go to bed, I take the baby out one last time so he can relieve himself. And this way we all can sleep good at night, knowing that he don't have to get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom, buddy. That's why I do it. But I also do it because it's fun. You know, good old Richard always wants to have fun. That's the main purpose of my life, is to have fun. I understand. Oh, I'm glad you understand, my man. You know? You should have been there today when I was playing my guitar for Jillian. I totally fouled it up, though. I haven't practiced in years. And I picked my guitar up. I was just trying to kill time. And I picked up my guitar, and it was a total train wreck. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I used to be able to play good. So I'm going to practice. So the next time I pick up my guitar, you guys name some songs and I'll play them for you. But my repertoire is very limited. Like, you could probably name any Rush song and I'll play that. Hey, Rush is a pretty hard band to play. So you got to give me credit for that one. But maybe you can name some, like, you know, top 40 songs and I'll try to belt them out for you. I'll even sing. As embarrassing as that is. You should have heard me singing today. I was singing Leonard Skinner, Give Me 3 Steps. I was caught in the rug at a place called The Jug with a girl named Linda Lou. And in walked a man with a gun in his hand, and he was looking for you know who. He said, hey there, fella, with your hair colored yellow, what you trying to prove? 'Cause that's my woman there, Roni Pepperoni. Yeah. I tried to have a barbecue today, bust. But it started raining, so the barbecue was a total bust. I just got the coals started. Black clouds rolled in overhead and the skies opened up and started pouring on good old Richard's barbecue. So, no luck there. Roni Pepperoni. That's my doggy, man. It's Roni. I love how you guys know the name of my dog. That makes me so happy. Tells me that you guys are my regulars, man. You guys are my regulars and I love yous, man. I'm hoping tomorrow's going to be sunny, but I don't think there's going to be much luck in that department, bust. But I don't care. I'll walk around in the rain. Starting to get used to it at this point in time. I was looking in my fireworks book. I dusted off my fireworks book, and I'm going to come up with these plans. I'm going to make these real cool fireworks. One's called a Saxon. It's a spinning firework, and I'm going to put multi-fuels in it, so it's not just one color. It'll shoot out different colors. And I'm going to make a girandola that spins around on the ground, and then it shoots up in the air. Real cool fireworks, man. I'm real into it. And I'm going to make maybe a couple fountains or cones. Maybe that's how some people know them as. You set them on the ground and they shoot up sparks. They're fun. They're easy to make too. And I might make some bangers. Teach you guys how to make cherry bombs and M80s. But I don't want the Homeland Security coming after me. That kind of stuff's illegal. We'll have to keep it on the down low. It's funny, the funnest things that you could possibly make, they're the easiest, but they're also the most dangerous, and they're also the most illegal. Bust, why does everything that's fun gotta be illegal? You ever notice that? Anything that's fun, they put a law out against it. You know? I remember a long time ago, when I was a young lad, you were actually allowed to drive with a beer in your hand as long as you didn't pass the limit. But they took that fun away. Now you can't even ride a boat. You can't even operate a boat with alcoholic beverages. Anything that's fun, the law seems to take it away. Why do they do that, Bust? I guess it's for the safety of others. That's why they do it. You know? Because we're not smart enough to look out for ourselves. At least I'm not. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm not smart enough to look out for myself. So they make laws to keep me safe. But I break them anyway. I try not to hurt. I don't hurt anybody. But I still do all the fun stuff. I'm not giving up all my fun just because somebody says you can't do it. Oh, he's running. Dog's starting to pick up the pace over here. Let's go up this way a couple. Oh, no, he's going straight. He's going straight like me. I'm straight. I haven't had a drink on the 11th of this month. Today's the 8th. In 3 more days, I'll have 26 months of sobriety. That's not easy, man. especially on a Friday night when everybody else is having fun, sitting around sipping on their beer at a keg party, and good old Rich has got to stay sober. But I'm doing it, man, because I want to live a little bit longer. Rich is going to live a couple more years. He's going to extend his life expectancy. And I quit smoking like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm 64. I plan on making it to at least 84. So you guys got 20 more years with me. I'm giving you 20 more years of live streaming torture. Sound like a plan, you guys? 20 more years of Richard live streaming. I don't know if the dog's gonna live that long. I'll have to get a new dog. Oh, check this out. My neighbor, he has a dog, and he also has a cat. And when he walks his dog down the lake every day, I gotta get a video of this. The cat walks with him. The cat stays behind him around 20 feet, but he actually follows the dog and its owner. I gotta get a video of that. I never seen a cat that walked around like a dog. And this guy's cat does it. Oh my goodness, Clint. Yo, how's it going, buddy? You see me making the fireworks the other night? That was very successful on my little firework extravaganza. It's good to see you, Clint. I'm having fun. I'm taking my dog out for one last walk before bedtime, you know. And, so he don't wake me up in the middle of the night, so I don't have to get up in the middle of the night and let him out. It's raining over here. I know you live in the swamps, but damn, it's starting to become swamps around here with all the rain. You know what happened to me, Clint? You still there? You know what happened to me? There must have been a ton of stagnant water yesterday, and I got attacked by mosquitoes. And usually I'm pretty good with that. Like, they don't bother me. They were so bad. There were so many mosquitoes. They were getting on the lens of the camera. Like, people watching me live stream, there was mosquitoes crawling on the lens of the camera. And the only parts of my body that were exposed were my hands and my neck. And I got like 20, 30 bites in like 5 minutes. I had to run out of there with my ass. Barely with my ass. And I felt like I was going to go into anaphylactic shock because I got bit so many times by these. And they're little things. You can't even see them. You know, usually it's a big fat mosquito that gives you problems. They were little suckers, man. And I usually get immune to them. But man, for some reason, with all that rain, they got me this time. So you know what I did? Hey, well, I'll read what you say, Bust. Many other stories? Well, no, I'll tell you what I did. And this is a good home remedy. Maybe Clint should mention it to some of his people. You get baking soda and you mix it up. You get a few tablespoons of baking soda and you make a paste, and it helps with the itchiness and it sort of dries your skin out. It's kind of like Calmine lotion, but it's like homemade. Them skaters can drive you crazy. They sure can. You know, and they were so little, you can't, I think people call them no-see-ums. No-see-ums. We heard that one the other day, brother. I know, but I'm telling Clint. Clint's my man. And he lives in swampy areas. And Clint probably already knows the home remedy with the baking soda, but I figured I'd just run it past you. I'm sorry I'm boring you, Bust. What else you want me to talk about? I ran out of jokes. I'm trying to think up new jokes over here. I'm running out of jokes. I'm coming back on my house, you guys. Listen, I was just taking doggy out. You're okay. I know. I appreciate it, dude. You keep up the conversation. You always keep the conversation going. We talk about Burger King and Taco Bell and that stuff. And you know my Roni by his name. You know the dog's name. I know you appreciate it. Dude, I hope you come into my afternoon hangout tomorrow. I'll try. Tomorrow's Monday. I have no plans. I got all my work done, Clint. So there's no excuse. I have no excuses. What time you think you're going to do it? You have any certain time? I'm home all day anyway. I'll just keep an eye out on it. My man Clint, man, whoever else is watching this channel, you got to tune in to Clint's show. He's got very good material, and he's not boring like me. Well, listen, Richard's home. I'll try to get in there, Clint. I promise you, and I keep my promises. I'm going to hang up, buddy. I'm home. I'll talk to you guys later.